Greetings, YouTube. You didn't think I forgot about you, did you? No, I just needed to put out those videos first about the buffs, right? About the new buffs, Yondu and Deadpool X-Force. Look, I have learned over the years that just because somebody doesn't seem like they're the best buff at first doesn't mean they're not great. You just got to sometimes have more time. And so I wanted to just look at if Yondu's Special 1 was still really great. Spoiler alert, better than ever. And if Deadpool X-Force had new animations, spoiler alert, other than Special 3, he's got some really cool new animations, including his Special 2. So, with that being said, we have new offers to grade. First, we've got the Multi-Madness top-up, which I think is always a ripoff. You're just topping up what will mostly be for a 3-star champion. But in this case, we have a limit of a 4, oh wow, of an Alpha Catalyst bundle. And what makes this so tempting is that compared to what we're used to seeing, everything has been buffed fairly significantly. Now, before we get into this, because I know people are going to say, well, Prof, I don't see what you see. See, it says based on story progression, so I'm going to have to, excuse me, bless myself, sneeze, because I'm guessing this is Throne Breaker. We have still yet to see any Wallet Breaker offers. I suspect that those will probably just be on July 4th for the first time. But Tier 2 Alpha, 6. So, let's just pretend that nothing else in the offer existed. It was just 6 Tier 2 Alpha for $30. Well, we can do that math. That's $5 per Tier 2 Alpha. That's a great start. Then 2 Tier 5 Basic is $15 per. That's also retail price. 400,000 gold is actually, believe it or not, 100,000 more gold than they normally give us. They normally give us 100,000 gold per $10. So the gold is slightly better than usual, though still, of course, not great. And then this. If you factor in everything, it's like getting a 25% Tier 5 Class Catalyst Fragment Selector for free, which is what, 11,250? So, 11,250, if I was to look at my catalysts, again, the Tier 2 Alpha is pretty dang clutch because I only have 6. So I'd be doubling literally my Tier 2 Alpha Catalyst Fragments, and I'd also be putting my Tier 5 Basic Catalysts over max. But that 25%, I've got a Mutant that's almost at half. Science would almost get me over, and then Mystics at half, and Skill I've got maxed out, so I guess it's not a big deal. Tech. I don't know if I'm going to purchase this, but I don't blame anyone who does. Objectively speaking, I think this is at worst a B value. I think this is one of the better $30 offers we've seen. In fact, in terms of overall guaranteed value, this is way better guaranteed value than the $30 14-day bi-weekly, because right now we're seeing 2 per month, monthly card that we saw on June 1st. So to remind you all of the Throne Breaker one, if you missed it or forgot about it, for the same price, you got less tier. Actually, you might have got no Tier 2 Alpha. I think you got the same amount of Tier 5 Basic. Actually, maybe it was 3 Tier 5 Basic and 2 Tier 2 Alpha, which is the first time we've seen that. But besides that, it was 5 Cavalier Nexus Crystals, which of course depend heavily on RNG, and then a very small amount of both Tier 3 Alpha and Tier 6 Basic. But in terms of just daily value, Kabam finally buffed this. And that's my takeaway. This used to be like a 20% Tier 5 Class Catalyst Fragment Selector, maybe 1 Tier 5 Basic, and 3 to 4 Tier 2 Alpha, along with 300,000 gold. Just about everything in this offer has been buffed. Now, does this compare to the $50 February monthly card that we got 200% Tier 5 Class Catalyst crystals, not selectors, and then the same Tier 2 Alpha, I think more Tier 5 Basic, Nexus crystals, etc.? For $49.99, no, I still think that's the gold standard. But for a random day in June, I can understand why people would buy this. If you are looking to save your money, though, still before July 4th, I say hold off, don't spend the $30. If July 4th wasn't less than a month away, I would probably give this even a B plus, A minus, but it's still very important to budget your money well because you're going to get units with this included. You'll get a similar value to this as Thronebreaker, but you'll also get 850 units on top of that, and that is certainly a relevant thing to talk about in terms of an overall value of an offer.